Episode 4, Doodles and Dicks. Here we go.
Episode 4, Doodles and Dicks. Marker. New hit series, Doodles and Dicks, coming to Amazon Prime this summer.
Yeah, I feel like I need to
Forget
start-
everything you've ever known.
Oh man,
The hottest blockbuster.
This
Doodles
couch
and
is
Dicks.
So fucking
Forget everything
uncomfortable.
you've ever known.
Doodles and Dicks this July.
Just when they thought they had it figured out, they didn't.
Starring Daniel Day-Lewis, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Boy, it is a fucking...
Dude, I hate this fucking couch, bro.
In a world where it's nothing but doodles and dicks. Doodles and Dicks. Miramax's Doodles and Dicks. DreamWorks. DreamWorks presents Doodles and
In
Dicks.
association with Pixar.
Coming this summer on Disney Plus. Doodles and Dicks. Welcome to the Blest Boyz Podcast. My name's Crowder,
I'm Andrew.
Trevor.
and we are here to give you your bi-weekly dose of house shit.
Yeah, man. This is episode 4 now. Got 3 in the can. We just released the first one. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're excited. This is the
That's
first
cool.
time we're shooting since we've released an episode.
Yup.
The reception's been phenomenal. I mean, unprecedented
It's
even.
off the fucking charts.
40
I think so too.
43 subscribers in one day. Eat that, PewDiePie.
Hey, I'm pretty proud of that.
It's pretty dope. Yeah, everyone who has been watching it seems to really enjoy it. So
Only because of at our level, you know, to most people, 45 subscribers isn't a whole lot. But fuck, even on the band channel we've had up for years, and you know, the videos that we have a substantial amount of views compared to our first podcast video.
right,
I think we might have 100 subscribers on the band YouTube. We've never really pushed it that much,
Yeah.
but
there's something incredibly difficult about getting people to subscribe to YouTube channels.
Yeah.
So
that's why I was like, cool, just to see it go up, you know, releasing the first video and to see it go up to 50 subscribers or whatever was pretty cool.
So all jokes aside, 43 in a day is pretty good.
For us, yeah.
On this level, yeah.
I've
Oh my God in heaven.
Sorry, buddy.
I wish I could remember the timekeeper's name from WWF
Andrew
93.
Opera the ball of the bell.
Actually, when the last one we shot, when did we do that?
Oh, 2 weeks ago?
I've been thinking about this shit for 2 weeks every day. I'm like, I can't wait to fucking.
You know what makes this episode significantly better than the previous episodes?
I can feel it.
Trevor?
For sure.
You have a question?
Oh, I'm just feeling it.
Okay. It's because we got the new mini split in, the AC unit. And it is a kicking. And it's quiet. Can't hear it. We can record with it on. Just the tiniest little gate on the mics. Well, in my personal opinion, we should probably gate them more to get rid of Andrew's sex sounds.
And we didn't even call Greenwood.
We didn't even call Greenwood or Hiller.
Yeah,
We did it.
got it done.
So,
Good job, boys.
good job.
Oh, it's phenomenal. It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, and you know, you want to be out here right now. It's comfortable out here.
I mean,
This is dope.
Ricky's been beating on that door every day since.
Asking to come in. Yep.
Get out of here, Ricky.
Son of a bitch.
Andrew recorded drums the other day, and well, they had to set the drums up the first day, and Ryan, the drummer, brought his little boy over, and he's like, what, 10 months old or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I brought Sophie's walker out here and put him in that, and Sophie was out here playing, and I was watching him as Ryan was setting drums up, and I was like, it's cool enough for an infant to be hanging out in here.
It's cool enough to allow a potato on legs to
It is Carlito cool out
Fuck
here.
around.
It is Carlito cool out here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
But it's Carlito
Worth it.
cool out here.
Because, dude, before it was like,
It's hot.
The worst.
Hot.
and now.
People don't even know.
Yeah.
All the previous 3 episodes we're wet from the titties down.
Think about all the other ones we shot that didn't amount to anything other than the learning experience.
For nothing.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we sure grinded our teeth pretty quickly.
God damn.
We did. We really did shoot a lot of episodes before the first one that just released.
It'd keep me awake at night. We should have a season worth ready to go.
But somebody told me something last night. I was at Dublin's and somebody said, "Man, I watched your all's first podcast and it looks really good." They was like, "Man, you guys really did a good job."
That
And I
means
was like,
it
"Thank
sucks.
you."
Nice.
But it wasn't just because it fell into her hands. You know, we started this motherfucker with 3 iPhones.
Yeah.
We tried to.
Tried to.
And
But,
and you can do it that way. You totally can do it that way. You can do it however, boy, that was Kentucky. However you want. Man, you can do it however you want. Man, we had, like I said, the 3, or like he said, the 3 iPhones, but it just wasn't how we wanted to deliver the product. Nothing wrong with anything.
And it did not take.
No, we
No, it
tried though.
didn't. Yeah. We kept fucking up so bad that we was like, okay, we need to get some decent shit.
And we did. Thank God. Or thank
Whoever.
what's the town we played the Jackal?
Maysville.
Thank Maysville.
Yes, sir. That was so fun.
It was a good time, man.
Maysville single-handedly funded this podcast.
And we're always talking about, things we can do and things we can discuss and topics and, shit like that. Which, as you know by now, you can send us questions and topics or videos or whatever you want to do.
If you send in a selfie video of you asking the question or whatever, we'll post it. We'll put it on the podcast. That's your quickest way to infiltrate the podcast.
Yeah.
And
Your
there's
face
been-
will be on here.
We've had a lot of people reach out about that too.
Yeah.
We were actually wanting to have a guest on today. But what happened to Crowder? Did they not show up or what?
We irresponsibly expected someone to be at the door, ready to go, and that didn't happen.
Did y'all actually have?
No, I'm just saying we're so irresponsible that we're like, let's have somebody on the podcast tomorrow, and everybody's like, yeah, let's do that. Fuck yeah! And then we showed up to the podcast today, and no one was here.
They didn't show.
No show.
But we didn't. And we never even asked someone, so
Can't depend on anybody anymore.
can't have nothing nice.
Well, it'll happen.
Hear that? Damn,
Oh, I
boy,
hear
that's
it.
getting on my fucking nerves, my damn self.
Andrew Hopper, the belle of the ball over here.
Well, like I said, we're always talking about things we can do and topics we can discuss. And one that we had talked about forever ago was your first band experience and first time playing with other musicians. And we talked a little bit about it, me and you did, but I think we were like, no, we should talk about that on the podcast.
Right. Yeah, there's something, like, it's always great playing with other musicians and stuff, and there's something significant about playing with other guitar players if you're a guitar player or whatever. But in my opinion, there's nothing like being like a guitar player and playing with a drummer for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a big world change.
You feel like you could take the world over.
Because previously, you were in your bedroom playing along to Sugar Ray's greatest hits. And it's just something different about, playing their smash hit summer single every morning with a drummer instead of
Or I Just Want to Fly.
or I Just Want to Fly, instead of just playing it by yourself for your cat.
Yeah.
I never had a cat, but
One could assume.
generally speaking,
a lot of people do. I feel like.
Sure.
I mean, when did you start playing with people?
When did I start playing with people?
Yeah.
I guess my first time playing with people I was 16 years old, 15, 16 years old. There were some boys I went to school with who were much better musicians than I. Needed a singer. That's what got their attention. Me singing, not playing guitar, because it was trash. But I kind of made a deal. I was like, I want to play guitar in the band if I'm going to do it, and they rolled their eyes and agreed. But I remember playing with a drummer. That was the first time I experienced playing with a drummer, and just changed my life after that.
Oh yeah.
That was the weirdest, oddest band. We were called Pandora Fusebox, and we played funk psychedelic rock.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Could you see him as a funk psychedelic rock?
I mean, I don't know
I
I don't know if they would call it that, but there was definitely funky aspects to it.
Right.
We're the flop fam today, so
Yeah.
I could definitely
We're
see.
flopping it up. But it was just it was out of my ball field musically, but it grew me.
Yeah. Especially if you can play with musicians who might be better than you.
It's goddamn comedic now.
This whole fucking podcast.
Funny enough, like our first band picture was after our first show, and you ever seen Mark Wahlberg's Rockstar?
Oh yeah.
This picture that we took after the show, we were up against a brick wall, and everybody's all stoic and shit, and I'm fucking shit-eating, grinning the whole time because I just experienced God for the first time.
You
know?
were just happy as all get out.
I was.
That's awesome.
I mean, it is cool though, playing with other musicians for that first time, and then, like, obviously nowadays we're all playing together, so we know what we expect and we hold each other to a certain standard. But looking back on it, back then, like I played guitar in my room for 2 years every day up there by myself like a weirdo. This is back before internet and the phones and stuff. People had it, I didn't, But I had Alice in Chains' Best of the Box, and I just sat there and jam. But when I got to play with a drummer, he's my buddy Luke in school, I'd go over to his basement, and we'd play the intro, maybe the verse, maybe the chorus. It was always just the main riff,
Right.
to certain
You
jams.
wouldn't bother to learn the whole song. You didn't need to.
No. It'd just be me and him down there playing. And, dude, that's when I started thinking about, like, okay, maybe I do want to do this in front of people. But before that, I really had no care to. I just wanted to play guitar. What about you, Andrew?
This couch is so uncomfortable.
Sorry.
It looks like we're comfy right now. I know it does.
That was my fault. I thought it would be nice to pull the couch over.
Man.
It's a great visual for you guys.
Speaking of, if anybody wants to
donate
donate a couch,
sorry,
we'd love to have one.
If we could start doing that, all three of us doing that.
my whole life's falling apart right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm having a tough time over here.
If anybody wants to donate a couch, we'd love to have it. Also, rubber coasters for Andrew.
It's this ring.
Take
and
that
then-
goddamn thing off.
Did I ever tell you where this couch came from?
No, but I can't imagine.
Do you remember where it came from? We some scum over here, y'all.
Was it left there from previous tenants?
Side of the road, wasn't it? It was a dumpster pickup. It was the couch that people throw out and like, please take.
Oh yeah, it definitely was.
Please
but
God take.
the only issue is where I picked it up from.
Oh fuck. T-Mart.
Well, wherever it ended up from wherever it ended up can't be no better than where you picked it up from. I promise.
At least the way it's been treated.
It was about right over there in the gravel spot.
Oh yeah.
So it's come home.
Yeah, shit. It didn't even go anywhere.
Couch has come home.
I think we sprayed it and maybe gave it a look
Oh,
over.
I did too.
It's bad. It came from we'll just say T-Mart Bill. That's all we'll say. Our buddy Cody Tennyson, he posted a question. Now, it was, I think, directed towards me because of how he worded it, but it doesn't just have to be, I'll read it and you'll understand.
Right on.
Let me just quit fucking around.
Go ahead.
Cody Tennyson said, as a fellow service worker, has a customer ever blown you away with their kindness? Now, you don't have to be a service worker. We all deal with people and customers and shit at work or, But I thought that was a good question because I thought of a couple times that a customer or just a person you were doing work for had blown me away. And he posted it on our podcast post.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, he posted it, so I'm going to throw it in. Thank you for the question, Cody. Do you guys ever do any service work?
What do you consider service work?
Just, I guess, customer.
Hand-to-hand, face-to-face stuff?
Yeah.
Nah.
Because we've all done a lot of warehouse work.
Yeah. Nah. Well, I did for a little bit. So this was a cool summer. This was a really dope summer. 2019? No.
One summer, I had to ice my balls. I got so much pussy. That was really the summer of pussy for me. Anyway, please go.
I think it was summer 2018. I was working with these dudes building pole barns, and they're into. I'm just gonna let this one sing.
Just let him
Yeah,
go.
Let him go.
He'll get over it.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It was hot enough that summer to ice your balls, though.
2018 was a real summer of pussy for me. All right. We got to get through this.
All right, sorry.
So I was working with these dudes building pole barns, and they were also wrestlers. They were independent wrestlers.
The pole barns?
Yeah. No.
I remember when you did that.
Yeah, it was so fun. You get to travel, and then, you'd be gone 3 or 4 days sometimes. That was fun. That was really fun. Anywho, so yeah, I did some, face-to-face stuff like that. There's one old boy. He was a good old boy. He was an old boy, but he was a good old boy.
A good old
He was a
boy.
GOB.
Yeah. We were somewhere northern Kentucky, and hell, we get done. I think just get done. He brings out this big old box of peaches, buddy. And he's
Peaches?
like, I got fresh peaches. Y'all want some?
Thank you for busting y'all's fucking ass.
Yeah,
Here's your
go ahead and
pizzas.
bring 'em on. Yeah, so I mean, he got a peach apiece, but them peaches is priceless.
They were
buddy.
fresh.
Man, never frozen.
So that guy,
He was a good old boy.
So we just recently took a little Georgia trip
He just got back actually, from what he was saying.
and brought you guys some peaches.
Not specifically for us.
Or were you working for peaches?
Yeah, back then, cause damn, it was just.
you
damn.
were roughing it with some fucking
Yeah, it was fun, dude.
some wrestlers that
Man.
summer.
Yeah, it was awesome. They was like, man, we need to get you.
He was oiling wrestlers for peaches.
Yeah, they was like, man, we got to get you in the gym. We got to get you built up. That one old boy was like, man, we make star out of you. I was like, nah, I mean, you asking for some Jesus magical shit to happen to this body. Just ain't gonna
Like,
happen.
I don't need no goddamn weights. Do you see me?
Yeah, just ain't gonna fucking happen. Y'all gonna have to put me on them dragon fangs.
You see Mick Foley?
That's what that shit's called, dragon balls or something. That's
Oh, yeah, that
the juice.
that Deca.
It's it helps you, it's not like illegal or nothing like that.
It's legal?
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, they ain't fucking around with nothing illegal. What are you talking about? But to be in like a
Them?
buddy, yeah.
Bruh.
So Look, man, we ain't getting blown.
I ain't. Hey, yeah, snitches get stitches. I ain't doing that. We didn't mention any wrestlers' names.
Snitches get stitches or tombstone pile drives.
Mm-hmm. Or punched in the face. Crowder, did you? Have you ever done any kind of service work?
Not that I know of.
Never worked at a gas station. Never worked at a restaurant.
I worked at Save-A-Lot when I was in high school, but I feel like that was hardly service work. I mean, I serviced my ass in the back room when I was bored. That's about it.
What's that look like?
Banana peels.
Where'd the banana go?
Ate it.
Oh.
But I don't think this qualifies for what the question is asking.
Understand.
Nor did I experience any nice individuals.
That's a shame.
They're out there.
Wonder why.
Yeah.
He's probably out there raising fucking hell. Probably like that boy in the back, that 16-year-old boy back there taking a smoke break every fucking 25 minutes. Show him no kindness.
You gotta go.
We used to fuck around and play pranks all the time on customers. That just made my work week was, planning pranks on people. I used to say just the most horrific, graphic things over the intercom. Embarrass the shit out of my managers and stuff. Get in trouble. Me and my buddy Dusty, we'd work together and we'd tag team. I distract somebody by talking to him, and then it'd be like two guys. So, say for example, on this prank in particular, there were two guys with like 3 or 4 shopping carts just full, just overfilling, and they're in there together. And I would distract them, asking them questions or talk to them, and Dusty would stick, or vice versa, or I'd stick tampons and maxi pads and weird creams into their cart and stuff. And then they'd get up to the checkout, and I would be their checkout guy. And so I'd be going through and bleep, 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 bleep. And I would just start scanning tampons and weird creams and maxi pads. And they'd come over there and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. And he'd ask his buddy, and he'd be like, did you get this stuff? And he's like, I didn't get that stuff. He's like, well, I didn't get that shit. I'm like, listen, one of y'all got it. There's no reason to be embarrassed. Let's just move along. Bleep. And he'd be like, oh, stop scanning them. We don't want that. Then I'd have to call my manager to come up here and be like, they got embarrassed that I caught them buying tampons for each other.
That's awful.
And they need you to take this off.
Isn't it ridiculous, the shit that you find funny when you're a child?
Yeah.
I'm glad we're
man.
grown now.
Yeah.
Dude, one of the funniest things that ever. Oh, my God. There was one winter when I was, man, I probably wouldn't. I was probably 11 years old, 10, 11, 9, something, fucking young. Anywho, it snowed like 32 inches. Legit. It was a bad winter. Winter.
32 inches.
32 inches. It was a bad winter. Over like a span of what? 2 days, 3 days, 2 days?
That's about it.
Yeah, I think it was accurate. Go on. I was just corroborating.
It was, I'm just saying.
All right, yeah, I got it.
So anyway, snow days, this, that, and the other. So me and my brother, and then 2 or 3 of my cousins who were my neighbors, we're all out running amok in the out in the yard, snowball fights, yada this, yada that. Well, there's a dozer, a service worker. He's coming
A
up.
snoozer. A sleeper.
He's coming up and down South Main. He's coming up and down South Main Street, and he's plowing the roads, right? Well, man, I can only imagine what's going through that guy's head, man. He's at work, he's plowing, he sees 4 or 5 young kids, man, playing in the snow. He waves at them, we wave back. Nice kids. And so he goes on about his business, and then we get that, man. I'm so mature. We get the plan that whenever he comes back by, dude, we're gonna fucking chuck
I
30.
bitch.
Oh man, I'm gonna dump him up, brother. Hey, the plan was to dump so much snow on him that he wasn't gonna be able to fucking go any further. He's just gonna stop dead in his tracks.
Yep. Game over.
So, dude, man, he comes back by big smile. And see, dude, now I'm older now. I can only imagine how I'd feel. Man, if I see some cute kids in the yard, man, I want to wave. Hey, y'all wave back. I love that. Makes my heart happy seeing that.
Hey,
you know what I
God damn
mean?
it, wave back.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes my heart happy. So I can only imagine he's same thing at work. That little moment that he waved at us probably made his day. You know, at least got him to lunch.
He went home and told Teresa.
Yeah, at least got him
Just
to
to
lunch.
find out that y'all were little
As
bastards.
soon as he goes by, bro.
Out come the knives.
You would have thought it was 300 and we was Sparta up in this bitch with the fucking snowballs.
Lit his ass up.
Look, there was like 2 or 3 that landed. The rest of them missed horribly. But the 2 that landed at the same time,
Hurt him enough.
One hit the side window, one hit the back window. Yo, he come up out that cab, bro. Scared him half to death.
Madder than a
Bro,
fucking hornet.
hell yeah. He come back through that next time with the sheriff behind him.
We used to do that shit with pumpkins at Halloween.
Oh,
Busting whole
shit.
pumpkins on people's windshields.
I never did anything like that to people.
Um,
I would get asked to go egging,
yeah.
and I was always that pussy.
Yeah. Boy, we toilet papered the fuck out of houses.
I did that one time.
There's this old historic house where I'm from called the Helm House, and we TP'd that bastard so much you couldn't see it. It looked like there was a quarantine tent over the building, and they had cops on patrol that night, right, checking out town, and we kept doing it in between patrols. And one time, old cop back in the day, his name was Andy Gickham. When I was a kid, he comes by and I hear the entire screech, and the car comes to a stop, and he's like, "God damn it!" Because we got it done just right under his nose, and like the little time it took him to get around town, he's madder than fuck. Madder than fuck.
Oh man,
I don't know if he knows that was me or not, but
he does now. Believe it or not, I was a really good boy. I didn't do stuff like that because I was fucking terrified of getting in trouble.
Hell yeah, me too.
But Cody, thank you for your question. That's why a simple question like that is great for the podcast because it just brings about.
because we don't answer it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Now-
don't even know what he asked, but that was a great question.
It was. He when I first read it, it reminded me of a customer I dealt with one time.
That's right.
It's a very long story, so I won't get in detail. I'll just say that she had a bunch of other guys come over and look at her stuff, and they kept
I
giving
beg
her
your pardon?
Yeah. I always knew something was up with this.
her attic. Look at her attic.
Chest?
No. Definitely not.
No?
No. Just her attic was bad. People got up there and told her.
I bet then she had a problem with her basement, didn't she?
No, believe it or not, no. I didn't.
You didn't have to crawl into the house?
No,
Under the house.
didn't have to get in the mud.
All right, go on.
So it was just an attic job, and you're telling me that everybody was fucking ditching out on it?
They would go up there and tell her.
I mean, excuse me. I don't mean to disrespect by saying just an attic job.
yeah,
But I would definitely understand if it was in a terrible ass crawl space and this and that and the other.
totally. And her attic wasn't bad, but it was hot. People would go up there and look at it and say, it's fine, we fixed it, but they never would. So I went up there and fixed it for her.
Wasn't there a dead rat in there?
Not that one.
Oh,
There has been before, though.
yeah.
And she was just, stoked about it. Well, we got to talking, and she found that I played in a band and had seen a post about a guitar I wanted.
Oh, this is the craziest shit. Sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot about it. That's-
Amazing.
And she, she was just super cool and, seeing that I had a daughter and I was in a band and all this stuff and found out about this guitar that I wanted. And let's just say she really helped me get the guitar I wanted. But she
Yes.
went about it in a way that was like, she surprised me with it almost. Like it was on its way, and I really had no idea.
So you understand why it's hard for us to believe that
I
you
didn't
just
give her.
serviced her and didn't service her.
Oh, I completely understand. But there are still good people out there in this world. Don't let everybody fool you. See, we're so desensitized by TV. We think that a man has to go provide fellatio services to a lady for her to do
To get a guitar.
get a guitar, but you don't.
Well, it's you know what, in my mind, it's just kind of a respect thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If she done something nice for you, you at least need to offer.
Well, I mean, I thought about it, and I probably still will. I've been slammed. I haven't got to get around that area. What the fuck happened? Did you tell him about you getting rear-ended?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's fucking. There's the most random set of events. Oh,
So you knew? I mean, I know he knew that it happened. He told me it happened, but do you know
Yeah.
the details of the story? Okay.
it's just the strangest thing. I was leaving here, and we were going to go play that Alice in Chains show that we previously talked about. And I took the route through town, and I get up here where the old First Baptist Church was, and I'm waiting for the light to go red, and I feel a boom. But it was gentle enough that I thought it might be my Jeep has that auto start stop thing where it kicks off at a light when you're on the brakes, and I thought it might have just been that jarring because I wasn't paying attention very much. But I looked in my rear view and saw these guys back there, and I opened up the door, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna get out and cause a fucking scene when this guy didn't do anything. So I was like, I'll just let that go. So I close the door, light turns green, I take off, go through a few more turns and stuff. I'm watching this guy in my rear view mirror, and he's swerving like something I've never seen before in my life. It's like he was intentionally trying to drive off of the road. That bad. And I get to another stoplight, and here he comes, and I'm watching him in the mirror, and he's headed towards a pole, and I'm thinking, this guy's done. This is the end of it. And last second, he swerves from that pole, boom, hits me again. And I'm like, well, now we know. So I put that bitch in park, I get out, and I turn around, I walk to the back, look at him, I throw my hands up, I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, that's 2 times. And he's going, no. I'm like, oh, fuck. And so his buddy gets out of the car. I've noticed already that my Jeep, my bumper is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But his buddy gets out of the car. He comes around. He's kind of weirdly trying to crawl over the space between his car and my car because they're still real close. And he's trying to explain to me what's going on, and he keeps doing these hand motions. And finally, he figures out to do this. He can't speak English. He was a
Southern American.
from another country. Southern American. Yes, he was Southern American, and he gives me this motion. He's like, my buddy is and I'm like, drunk, and he's like, that's it, like that's the word. And I'm like, well, get his ass out of that fucking car. I was like, you guys are gonna kill somebody or go to jail. And well, that's the only word he heard. He's like, no cops. And I'm like, I'm not going to call the cops, but somebody definitely fucking will. And he's like, oh, okay. I was like, so get him out. And I make him get him out of the car. And I'm like, y'all set your fucking asses down on this curb and call an Uber or somebody to come pick you up. I was like, but do not get back in that car. And they sit down there, and traffic's coming around me and everything and honking. So I get back in the Jeep and I take off. And, I'm certain that they just jumped back in that car and left. But then I started feeling really bad. I'm like, fuck, should I have called the cops because he was drinking and driving? I was like, but then, stitches get bitches.
That's it.
And stuff like that,
Well, the good thing is you were in town. He's not out on the interstate.
Listen, he hit me twice in a minute, and you're the one who made me feel better about it. He was going to hit somebody else the second he pulled off, which would have been a light tap, and then they would have called the cops.
Exactly.
So
he hit you, like you said, he hit you twice because you were in front of him the whole time.
What I think is so funny is he had these two grown men get out of their car and sit their asses down on the curb.
That's what I was laughing about
Yeah.
too.
Dude, look, there was
I was fucking hot for a while.
There was a time that when me and you was riding through town, and there was a guy in a blue Audi.
I can't remember what it was.
It was a blue Audi, and
Was y'all on the bikes?
yes, we were on the bikes. This guy was behind us, and we get kind of, there in front of that Taco Bell, just kind of back a little bit, and he starts inching up on us as we're stopped.
Well, before that, he's riding alongside of us, right? Remember that? He's riding alongside me, and I just catch him out of the corner of my eye, and he's just staring at me, like staring a hole through me. I'm like, that's the weirdest thing. It made me uncomfortable. So I slow down, I'm like, just gonna let him get on by. Well, when I let up and he gets around me, he zooms off real fast and gets up next to Andrew, and I see Andrew looking at him. But then we blow him away. Get away from him, we thought. And then
This was in front of Steak and Shake. I remember that.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then, so we pass that speedway, get up to the Taco Bell, and we're at that light. And of course, me and Crowder are bunched up. And then here he comes up behind us, bro. And then fucking inches up.
Don't know what in the fuck he's doing.
Yeah,
Honking.
and then he kept pointing at Crowder. He go, ooh, ooh, ooh. Isn't that what he kept saying?
We got tickled because we thought maybe he
was like trying to fuck Crowder. Or
Yeah.
He was smitten by you.
right. We thought that,
Yeah.
but then it quickly turned to not be the case.
Yeah.
Is it smitten or schmitten?
Depends on your heritage, I guess.
Yeah. It got wild, man. And so that little alleyway before the Taco Bell?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we turned up that alleyway to get away from this fucking guy. And sure as shit, he followed up that alley too. So then as soon as we can, we pull off this alley into this empty lot, and then here he comes pulling in, bro. And I mean, we fucking threw them bikes on the stand as quick as, Crowder jumped off, and I was like, hang on a second. I want to whoop this dude's ass too, but hang on a second. Let's at least see what he's doing. This guy he got out of his fucking car, bro. He was fried. He was either fried or super fucking drunk. He had to be drunk.
He was on something too. I mean, I've seen those eyes before.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucked up. I don't know what he
thought we were a motorcycle.
Or he thought we were somebody he knew or something.
Yeah.
Or
Wasn't a symbol that y'all had,
or we were a part of some biker club that he knew or something.
Yeah, well, he was fixing to get to know us real quick.
Mhm.
I don't get up on me like that, bro.
Before that part,
grounds for an ass whipping.
back to when we were
hell yeah.
back to where we were at the light waiting, and he was inching up, got real close to your tire. I got real fucking hot too, and turned around and started cussing him real loud. And I looked up, and I remember seeing this. There's this truck with this little family and these little kids in the back, and I'm like, and I'm screaming like, "I will fuck you till you love me," kind of shit.
You look over and there's a woman with her hands over her kid's ears like this.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers need Jesus.
Yeah. So I toned her down, but
So what happened? Did the fucking guy?
Man, what happened to that was whenever we got pretty hot on him, he's like, no. I don't think he wanted that ass whooped.
well, didn't we see him later that day on the side of the road with cops everywhere? Didn't we?
No, that was another car.
Oh, we thought
You're
it
talking about
was.
way back in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a different car.
People are fucking weird.
Dude,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
And there's something about them bikes that bring the weirdos out.
You ain't
I've had a
kidding.
couple of experiences like that.
Well, I mean, you see people do. All right, look. I mean, it's everybody's fault. It's just as much riders' fault as it is non-riders' fault. Because
I see a lot
some
of fucking dumb bike riders.
yeah, some of the
Yeah.
riders, man, and I mean, I've done dumb shit too.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the riders, man, they ask for shit like that. They ask for kind of what the way they ride, and they know how they ride, man.
Y'all know.
You ask them for some crazy shit to happen, and then there's a lot of drivers that just don't fucking pay attention.
That's right.
And
they don't.
If you don't fucking know, stay the fuck away from them.
They don't respect the fucking power between their legs. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Like
no. I mean, or maybe they do. Maybe they think that they've got it.
they're
Hey,
in control of it.
Hell yeah, you bastards. Fuck.
Just a month ago, I watched a boy riding everyone's ass, cutting in between everybody, and he was right on this old man in a pickup truck, right on his ass, and that dude hit the brakes to make a turn, and boom, over the truck he went. Watched him.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Watched
you
him
seen that, didn't
ragdoll.
you?
Really?
Yeah,
I
we
didn't know
we
about
pulled
that.
over and ran off after him. Of course, about 3 dozen other people did too. But, so we couldn't do anything to help him. There was so many people.
Where was
But
this at?
before I left, right there on Louisville Road.
You was riding?
No, I was in my Jeep.
Oh.
Me and my brother. We realized we couldn't do anything to help him, but he was screaming and hollering about his back. So I don't know what happened.
Oh, my back, my neck, and my back.
It sounded just like that.
I broke my back.
He's like, we can go to court, or we can settle it right now for 240s and a blunt wrap.
Tree pity.
Have you seen Friday where Ezel goes in and he's in the gas station and he fake falls and he's like, oh, my neck, and my back.
Yeah.
And he's like threatening to take these guys to court, or he's like, we can settle it over a couple 40s. And he said, or we can settle it right now. Crowder, you made a picture post on Facebook.
I did?
Yeah. What was it, like 4 days ago? 5 days ago? Maybe it was fucking 3 days ago. I don't remember.
About?
You fucking, at first, you posted a picture of you playing. I just so happened to be in the fucking bottom corner looking. It looks like I'm looking at you. Probably wasn't.
Oh.
I think you were watching intently, but go on.
I posted under it, I said, look at me admiring my boy. Did you change the caption?
Yeah, so I shared.
I knew it.
I shared it. That's what the original post was from Memories or whatever. And when I shared it, all it did was share the picture and it looked fucking weird. So then I added that to it.
So you gotta make me look like a dickhead.
Yes.
He said, look at the young Padawan as he watches, how did you say it? Watches his Jedi master.
Something like that.
And then my fucking dumb ass is like, look at me admiring my boy.
Mhm.
So it's like I just gave credit to
Yeah,
the bullshit he
the-
just
yeah,
said.
for sure.
But
yeah.
it was at Riblickers, and a lot of people were asking.
Yeah, y'all got a lot of questions about that.
Yeah, that got curiosity got the best of some of them.
So let's, for the overview, to fill in.
This is their last one. I wanted to make this
This is the last one.
the good one.
So to fill in 2017, we played. We used to play Glasgow all the time at a place called Riblickers, and we got banned from there one night, and never really knew why. I think someone told us later.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was the last time I ever played there. So that picture that Crowder posted, that Trevor, you had done posted it forever ago. So that picture that you guys were sharing was actually was that the last night actually that we had played there?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I believe it. I'm
For sure.
almost for certain it was.
Because I opened up for us so we could keep all the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
why
that's right.
why I was doing that.
Yeah.
We didn't have to pay an opener.
So back then, what it was is we got paid X amount to, to play, to cover 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
So the idea was, you can, pay a band, whatever you want to come open for you. But the thing was, we were really in a point where we were saving money. I say saving. We were reinvesting money, reinvesting back into ourselves. So the idea was that we wanted Crowder to open up, so then that way, we could exploit Crowder for his solo stuff and keep all the money. And yeah, fast forward, we got banned from there. Now,
And we played there.
oh man, probably 6 times?
Yeah, and it was great because
Sold out every time. Not sold out because they didn't sell tickets, but
Yeah.
brought to capacity every
Asshole
time.
to elbow.
Yeah.
Asshole to rib bone.
Yep. Yep. Dicks to tits.
and we'd never just say that to try to be cool about it, but
No.
it really was fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely. It was an
was the
all
one
ages.
place, yeah, and that was one of the main reasons why families could come and bring their kids and shit, and we don't normally play a lot of shows like that, which we're pretty forward online and stuff. Like, we're not trying to be anybody's role model, so I never understood why people brought their kids around us, but we always try to tone it down for the all ages shows. But it was just, it was fucking great, and we always got paid X amount
Mm-hmm.
for the first 5 shows, and then we asked for a little more
Well,
on
and
that last one,
sure, and
if we could do what we've been doing.
and so, yeah, right. I think we had wound to see we had played there maybe three or four times before we had talked amongst ourselves like, hey, and actually there was an agreement at the time. Malcolm handled our business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so there was agreement between him and whoever, that if we was consistent with these packing out of the places, that there would be an increase of the money.
Yeah, because let's be honest about everything. The pay that we were asking for, they were making tenfold.
Oh, yeah, the money that okay, originally, the money that we were getting paid, wasn't, it wasn't it was a reasonable amount for 3 hours worth of entertainment.
Yeah.
But the money that we told was in the agreement that we would get was only just a handful of hundreds of dollars. Not even a handful of hundreds of dollars.
No.
It wasn't. Honestly, that money would have been made in probably the first 15, 20 minutes.
And
Not true. Not true.
we
Yeah, actually, yeah.
we understand business. We understand that we can't ask a ungodly amount of money from a place
Mm-mm.
if we're not bringing people in. But from a business standpoint, we thought, well, we've done 5 shows where each show has consistently been asshole to elbow, dicks to tits. Is that what you said?
It is what I said.
And we didn't think it was unreasonable to ask for just a cock hair more.
More. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. No big deal. And I don't know, man. It was just the response that we got from everybody, because we were a rock and roll band inside of a food joint, man. That's
Mhm.
it's crazy.
It was great.
but
They did great. Everything
everybody,
they did was awesome.
yes, it was always great. It always went well. The engagement was always there. It was never awkward. It never felt like that we were playing in a restaurant. That's
Mhm.
what I loved about that place.
It was awkward to me that one time you got me super stoned off of Dank Williams Jr. and I couldn't see straight for 5 hours.
Oh man, that was so funny. So all right,
Different day though.
well,
Go on.
good seg though, because we asked for more money and then got banned.
And not that for sure correlates, but it was just awfully.
Well, I tell y'all exactly what happened. So we got told. I mean, this is 2022. We can talk about marijuanas. We got told that we were smoking the marijuanas
Out in the parking lot
out in the
after the
parking lot.
show.
Smoking
No,
and fornicating.
it couldn't have even been after the show.
I thought that's what
I've
was
never
said. Sorry.
I say there was a lot more than me, but we never smoked in that parking lot. I'll tell them myself. We always, took a trip down the road a piece
And
You
then
know?
they.
and then come back. That was any time. So we got told that we were smoking weed in the parking lot. The only time that I would even question that I can't physically account for, and this is honest shit. The only time I can't physically and visually account for that being 100% the truth is we went as we were going up to play. I did see our people. They went out, or a few of our people went out to the far, far, far lot.
Mhm.
Not even their parking lot, and then I seen them get in their car, and as they were getting in their car, I assume what we always do, and so but that I can't visually account for that. Oh, and then we got told that we were having a food fight.
There's
Does it
two.
look like? Does it look like we would have a food fight?
I would throw food.
I would not throw food. Well, it depends on how bad it was.
We had the whole crew there. Ain't nobody wasting food.
That's
for sure.
ridiculous. That's such a like. What are we?
You would remember
is this
seeing
a fucking
that, right?
Disney Channel show?
Right.
No, we weren't having a food fight.
No.
And then
But they said we got trashed. We trashed the
They
place.
trashed
Trashed
the
the-
stage, which
yeah.
is
Yes, we got trashed.
yeah,
but we
did
never
not trash the
trashed
place.
stage. I always clean up. I always make sure.
Always threw bottles away.
the whole crew always,
Yeah.
even the sound guy, he would always come up and, if there was a mess, all of us worked together to clean up.
Yeah. It's like, and how many times did we do like last minute spot checks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the waitresses or anybody ever got up on stage to clean.
So maybe, maybe word got back to the owner from someone who maybe had a bad experience that night. You
Yeah,
know how
maybe.
shit gets told.
Potentially.
I'm not putting it on anybody. I'm not talking shit about them because it was a great place, great food, great atmosphere, and we loved playing there. Wished we could have got to play there more before
yeah.
they shut down. And it's just one of those things. It's kind of dumb. We are grown ass young men,
We are grown ass childs.
Mm-hmm.
and we try to take responsibility for things, and that was just one of those things where I was like, that's just not fair.
No.
Well, I mean, I did feel responsible. Even,
Why didn't y'all come talk to us though? Why did we have to find out through someone who, I won't say who, but doesn't work there, but worked close to us there whenever we played?
Yeah.
Why did he tell us
Right,
months
why did he
later?
have to-
Oh yeah,
yeah.
by the way, forgot
Um,
to tell you guys.
It sucks, man. Like, because it's one of those things where like, are you crazy? I would love to know, because like, it's an all ages thing. It'd be different if we was at a bike rally. Look, Maysville, Kentucky, we was at a bike rally. Guess who? The main motherfuckers was
Mhm.
like, here, you want this? Hell, go up on stage with that motherfucker. I don't care.
Yeah.
So guess what your boy did, right? So
Pray to Jesus.
up on stage in front of right. So that's definitely a different type of environment. Definitely a different environment. There's a time and place for stuff like that.
Yeah, I
That's
think of
just-
it like if you're making that much money and the people aren't burning the motherfucking place down.
Hell yeah.
Some shit you
Always
let slide.
respectful.
Yeah.
Always
bro.
respect. That's something that I've always been super proud of us about, is that even if we've had shitty days or whatever the case might have been, anytime that we dealt with, anytime we dealt with fans, anytime that we dealt with people that we had to work directly with, we were always, and sure, we've had bad experiences with people, but we've
Yeah.
always been up the utmost amount of respectful.
No matter how big of dickheads they might have been to us, because we're young guys coming in with long hair and
Yeah. The only time I wasn't respectful to a promoter or booker of ours that we got a show through was when we got stiffed.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's obviously not a thing now. And to speak back, the Riblickers thing, that's just, honestly, it's not even a thing. It's just kind of funny to talk about now. There's no shade.
yeah,
There's no hate.
People just that picture when he posted it.
It's just funny.
He
it's a
said
funny
this is
story.
the night that
We got
banned.
Initiated a
multi-year-
band.
a multi-year
that
ban.
resulted in a distribution of
full.
band-wide band for their life.
And it was Darren Hunt and Jude Kingery and Kent Zisk. All of them were just really wanting to know the
Yeah.
story on that, and that's pretty much what happened. And we're looking forward to.
And that's pretty much it. And, ma'am, I don't know what else you want me to tell them. And I'm also going to need to know where your commode is at.
Yeah.
I
Now,
can't wait to
under-
get banned for some more
Yeah.
motherfucking places.
I
Fuck
under-
them all.
I understand being banned for some commode shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah, now that
yeah, I understand. Hey, no questions asked. My bad.
if they would have thought their banning reasons out a little bit farther,
yeah,
I could have got behind it and said they're exactly right.
Yeah.
There's a
that's true.
couple things they could have said, like, I don't know,
We deserve that.
commodes were stopped up. Somebody's getting raw dogged in the broom closet.
It's not. That didn't have it.
You know, shit like that.
It's not a Riblicker.
I took it on the chin. None of that ever happened at Riblickers, but if they'd done their, you know, if they'd done their investigating right.
But Nickelodeon-style food fights, no thank you.
That's stupid. And that's like, even if it was like the people there doing it and they were mad because it was our show, don't you think we'd have fucking remembered seeing that?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
one of the crew would have seen it and been like, y'all ain't gonna fucking believe what happened.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it definitely would have been something that's talked about. Because, dude, back then, man, we had a solid crew.
Mhm.
Which, you know, we got a great. It's always been great. But we just had a bigger crew and bigger guys and, you know, brothers, still brothers. Miss them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And, ain't none of them childish like that. Ain't nobody.
No.
Ain't none of us childish like that.
That's why it was just so fucking wild to me.
Yeah,
because
hell
everybody
yes.
was such a unit, no matter where
Just
we
caught me
went.
off guard. Oh, well-oiled machine, buddy. We get there, it was crazy how quick we got moved on stage, set up, got moved.
Yeah, there wasn't
Off
enough
stage.
time to leave shit or destroy shit and leave shit laying around because the moment I'd set a beer down, one of them Hessen boys would take it
Yep.
Yep.
Gone. And
and hand me another one.
And we also had there was 2 412s and a 212, so 3 cabs and 3 heads. Then an 810 bass cab with a fucking Ampeg head on it.
I don't remember what
Pedal
happened.
boards.
Pedal boards. We had the
Yeah.
full motherfucking regalia
Yeah.
when they were with us
When
doing
that
that.
was, yeah. Boy, we was hitting a lick.
And we'd clear stages in less than 5 minutes.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
time.
You never even know we there.
They'd give us like 30-minute changeovers and we'd be done in 5.
So respectfully, whoever made that rumor and went and told that, go fuck yourself. But we love y'all.
It'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
We'll move on. Well, if you guys got anything else you want to ask us or hit us up about or hear about or us to mull over, whatever you want to do, if you would like to be on the podcast for a quick minute, send a video of yourself asking questions to blestboyspod@gmail.com. That's blestboyzpod@gmail.com. Trevor's going to point to a general direction where he thinks the email is going to be. It will not be in that place. I guarantee it. But I think that wraps this 4th episode. Next episode, we're going to try to have a guest on to mix things up a little bit, just switch it up. Might bring old Corbin back. He was a big hit. I might tell him to eat a dick. Who knows?
Never know.
But we do have a couple people who's hollered at us about coming in. We'll probably go that route. But until then, we have a good time doing this. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate all the responses we've had to the episode 1, to the idea of the podcast, and we'd like to keep moving on if you'll keep watching. So thank you. We love you. Stay blessed.
And y'all, we got some new BBPs headed right y'all way. And I ain't talking about big, beautiful penises. No, I'm talking about the new Blest Boyz pod. Every other Thursday, y'all. Y'all be staying in, staying tuned.
It ain't your Peepaws podcast. It's the People's Podcast. It's the Blest Boyz Podcast.
Boys, y'all, I got a shit.
I got to pee so bad right now.
Yeah.
I'm about to bust, as my mama used to say. She used to also say, I'm full as a tick, and then that bitch start eating again.